Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're diving into a highly technical process that literally acts as the daily operational heartbeat for countless global enterprises. We're talking about SAP's Transfer of Requirements, or TOR. If you've ever dealt with the daily headache of trying to keep your supply perfectly synced up with fluctuating demand, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to break down exactly how this functions in a continuous daily workflow. So think about it for a second. How do your customer demands actually reach manufacturing? I mean, picture the daily reality of a massive enterprise. A customer places an order online, right? How does that single digital click instantly translate into physical action on the factory floor? Because if there's even a slight disconnect there, your daily operations just grind to a halt. Okay, let's look at our roadmap for today. We've got 5 sections. 1, the supply chain backbone. 2, defining SAP TOR. 3, the core components of TOR. 4, real-world business impact. And 5, the Rasta Infotech Advantage.
Section 1. The supply chain backbone.
Look, having an efficient supply chain is no longer just a nice-to-have. It is absolutely the backbone of business success right now. We are operating in a super unforgiving digital landscape where customers expect incredible speed and precision. If your supply chain is disconnected, it becomes a massive daily liability for your organization, leading to stockouts, delays, and just really frustrated customers. Moving right along to Section 2, defining SAP TOR. So what exactly is the Transfer of Requirements, or TOR? Basically, it's the process where sales order requirements are seamlessly transferred over to Material Requirements Planning, or MRP. Think of TOR like a tireless, automated translator working behind the scenes every single day. Every time an order comes in, TOR instantly translates that customer demand into actionable data that your manufacturing or procurement teams can actually use. Picture this dynamic. On one side, you've got sales and distribution, or SD, bringing in the orders. On the other side, you have materials management, MM, handling the physical goods. In a lot of companies, these teams act like completely isolated islands. TOR is the crucial bridge that spans that gap, making sure planning data flows continuously and seamlessly from sales right into materials management. So why go through all this technical setup? Simply put, because it guarantees that your goods are available on time, in the exact right quantity, and at the right place. And let's be real, that is the holy grail of daily supply chain management. By using TOR to connect those islands, you're literally configuring your background operations to hit perfect order fulfillment every single time. Section 3. Core components of TOR. Under the hood, there are 4 fundamental building blocks in SAP that dictate how this entire system behaves on a daily basis. We have requirement type, requirement class, checking group, and schedule line category. Let's break down how these actually work together. Let's start with the first 2. The requirement type defines exactly how those requirements are processed the second they enter the system. It sets the fundamental rules. Then you have the requirement class, which acts at a much higher level. It actually controls the global behavior of TOR across your entire SAP landscape. Together, these 2 establish the macro-level rules for how your customer demand is recognized. But here's the crucial part. How do we get from those global rules down to the actual individual daily order? Well, the checking group determines the specific logic for your availability checks. Basically, it tells the system how to verify if you physically have the stock to fulfill the order. And finally, the schedule line category gets highly granular, fine-tuning the whole TOR process right down at the individual sales document level. Section 4. Real-world business impact. Now, what's really fascinating is looking at how this technical alignment actually transforms a business in the real world. For inventory management, TOR physically reduces your excess stock, which drastically lowers carrying costs. For customer satisfaction, it ensures timely deliveries and builds trust. In production planning, it aligns your manufacturing schedules straight with real demand. And for procurement efficiency, it literally automates your daily purchase requisitions. It's a total game changer. Section 5. The Rasta Infotech Advantage. Now, getting TOR to function as that perfect bridge requires some serious specialized expertise. This is not just a quick IT task, it's a full operational transformation. And that is exactly what Rasta Infotech specializes in. They don't just flip a switch on the software, they transform your operations so you achieve real-time visibility, fully optimized inventory, and those critical, timely deliveries.
How do they pull this off? Through 4 main pillars. First, customized SAP configuration. They tailor the setup perfectly to your unique business model. Second, end-to-end integration. seamlessly linking your SD, MM, and PP modules. Third, analytics and reporting, meaning they build out real-time dashboards for continuous daily monitoring. And finally, training and support, empowering your actual teams to run this engine flawlessly.
There's a quote from our sources that I just absolutely love. The transfer requirement in SAP is more than a technical process, it's a strategic enabler of business growth. I mean, that really sums up everything we've talked about today. When you set up TOR properly with the right partner, it goes way beyond basic setup. You are actively driving operational excellence. So I want to leave you with this final thought. Take a hard look at your own daily SAP operations. Is your setup truly acting as a strategic enabler, seamlessly bridging the gap between demand and supply? Or is it just a disconnected technical process running in the background? Because if it's the latter, it might be time to rethink things. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep optimizing, and I'll see you in the next one.